One day, White's family friend, Mr. Sargent, arrived back from India with a mysterious gift, a monkey's paw. This paw is enchanted and cursed and is able to fulfill 3 wishes for each person, but wishes bring with them problems. That is why Mr. Sargent tried to burn it, but Mr. White stopped him and decided to keep the monkey's paw, and Mr. Wade warned him not to use it because of his curse. Mr. White's son Harbert did not believe Mr. Sargent's words, and decided to try it himself. He wished for $200 as an experiment and nothing happened at that moment. The next morning, Harbert went to work in the flour factory. And after a few hours, his friend returned to work to tell Mr. and Mrs. White that their son had died due to a work accident, and he was with him $200 in fees for the years of their work. Mrs. White mourned the loss of her son, and decided to wish her son to come back alive, but Mr. White grabbed the monkey's paw, and wished his son away, because he didn't know if it was actually his son or just some stranger. The story portrays the realm of the known as being preferable to the unknown, a theme in keeping with the story's atmosphere of horror. Early on in the story, Sergeant Major Morris tells of the exciting and varied events he witnessed during his 21 years in India. When Mr. White then expresses an interest in going to India, Morris soberly replies, "Better where you are." This scene establishes the thematic tension between the known and the unknown, foreshadowing the story's subsequent forays into the horrors of the unknown. This dynamic becomes clear just before Mr. White's first wish. Urged by Herbert to make an extravagant wish, he replies, "I don't know what to wish for, and that's a fact. It seems to me I've got all I want." Herbert suggests that his father wished for enough money to pay off the house. Thus, Mr. White is offered the choice between the state he knows, in which he is mostly content, and one he does not know, in which he might be utterly satisfied. Mr. White chooses the unknown, and the result is that his happiness is shattered by the death of his son. Thus, the story suggests that the unknown presents hazards as well as rewards, and should not be thoughtlessly chosen over the known. Every time Mr. and Mrs. White make a wish, they enter into the unknown, especially when Mrs. White tried to wish her son back through the monkey's claw that killed her son in the first wish. She kept going into the unknown. Mrs. White knew that a monkey's paw would bring trouble, though she made a wish to use a monkey's paw because her grief for her son was stronger than her rational thought. Sometimes dealing with known things in our lives is better than trying something new, especially when we hear negative comments about this thing or when this thing is strange, unfamiliar or unacceptable. The story of the monkey's paw contains many advices and lessons that can be used. But I will mention the lessons that learned from the relationship of the unknown with the story. We have to make sure of everything new we want to deal with and stay away from everything that has negative comments. Trying something new is exciting and fun, but we must be careful in our dealings and enjoyment.